I read Les Miserables. It is a historical fictional book by Victor Hugo. It takes place in the 1800s in France. There are many characters in this book, and these are the main ones. Jean Valjean, Bishop Bienvenu, Fantine, Cosette, the Thénardier family, Inspector Javert, and Marius and his grandfather. This is Jean Valjean. He is the main character. The story starts out when he is a young man. He lives with his sister who has many children. They become poor. He steals a loaf of bread because they are starving. He goes to jail for 5 years because of it. Then he tries to escape 3 times, leading to imprisonment for 19 years in total. When Jean Valjean was freed from prison, everyone he met was very mean to him because they thought he was dangerous. Then he met Bishop Bienvenu. He let him eat dinner and stay for the night. Bishop Bienvenu was the only one that was nice to Jean Valjean. In the morning, when the bishop woke up, he found that Jean Valjean had stolen his expensive silverware. The police caught Jean Valjean and brought him to the bishop. The bishop told the police that he had given Jean Valjean the silverware, but that Jean Valjean had forgotten the silver candlesticks. After the police left, the bishop told Jean Valjean that he was giving him a chance to change his life. Then the story introduces 2 new characters, Fantine and her daughter Cosette. Cosette's father left them, so Fantine needed a job to provide for herself and Cosette, and she needed someone to watch over Cosette while she worked. Then Fantine meets the Thénardier family. She sees Éponine Thénardier and her younger sister playing. Fantine loves Cosette and wants her to be happy like Éponine and her sister. Fantine arranges for Monsieur and Madame Thénardier to take care of Cosette while she goes to a different town and gets a job. She would pay them every month for Cosette's expenses. Fantine got a job, but the town people found out that she had a child and she got fired. The Thénardiers told Fantine that they needed money to pay for Cosette, so she sold her hair to pay them. One night, she got arrested by Inspector Javert. Then the mayor came and said that she shouldn't go to jail, but she should go to the hospital because she was sick. Javert thought he recognized the mayor. It turns out that the mayor was Jean Valjean. Fantine died because she was so sick. Jean Valjean escaped from Inspector Javert and went to save Cosette. Jean Valjean found out that the Thénardiers were treating Cosette very badly, so he needed to bargain with them to let him take her away. Javert chased Cosette and Jean Valjean, but they escaped to Paris, where Cosette grew up as Jean Valjean's daughter. Cosette knew nothing of Jean Valjean's past. Also living in Paris was a young man named Marius. He was raised by his rich grandfather. But one night they had an argument, so Marius moved out. One day Marius was walking in the park. He saw Cosette sitting with her father. Then he started going to the park every day to see her. Marius was falling in love with Cosette. Then Cosette and her father stopped coming to the park. Marius was heartbroken because he didn't know how to find Cosette. The Thénardier family had gone bankrupt. They moved next door to Marius. Their daughter, Éponine, had grown up. Marius meets Éponine and asks her to help him find Cosette. Éponine takes Marius to Cosette's house. Marius and Cosette start meeting every day without Jean Valjean knowing. Then one day Marius goes and asks his grandfather if he can marry Cosette. His grandfather says no. While Marius was gone, his friends built a barricade to defend themselves against the government. While they were there, Inspector Javert came in a disguise, but they figured out that he was one of the police, so they captured him and tied him to a pole. Then the government came to fight them. During the battle, someone aimed their gun at Marius and shot, but Eponine got in the way and was killed. Then Jean Valjean came and helped them a lot. They said that he could have anything he wanted from them. He said that he wanted to kill Inspector Javert himself. But without the others knowing, he really let Javert free. During the battle, all of Marius's friends were killed, and Marius was shot. Marius and Jean Valjean were surrounded by the army. Then, at the last minute, Jean Valjean saw a grate and escaped into the sewer carrying Marius's unconscious body. The sewer was like a dark, damp maze, and Jean Valjean spent hours carrying Marius, trying to find a way out. He saw a light in the distance and went towards it, but there was a locked gate. He was trapped. Then he met Monsieur Thénardier, who unlocked the gate and let him out. After escaping from the sewer, Jean Valjean was caught once more by Inspector Javert. What will happen next? Will Jean Valjean go back to jail? Will Marius survive? If Jean Valjean goes back to jail, what will happen to Cosette? Read Les Mise rables to find out.